Hello, my name is Senfu Liu. This is the video for the Cmpe 285 assignment, and I'm currently the San Jose State student in the master program of software engineering. I'm a software developer with 4 year experience in industry, and I used to work for ASUS as a senior software engineer and was responsible for developing the AI assistant of ASUS, which is called Cmpe. I'm experienced on Android development, RESTful APIs, web development, and some cloud deployment technology. And I just introduce the experience of my my summer internship. I have a summer internship in Uniform Industry Corporation, and I'm mainly responsible for two projects. The first project is the Android mobile payment application, and the second project is the cloud-based terminal management system. And in the first project, Android mobile application development, I was given a driver of Bluetooth card reader and some related libraries of payment system. And my task is very simple. I just design the UI flow and implement the system flow and wrap it up into an Android mobile application. Then my second project is um, build a highly scalable distributed cloud terminal management system on AWS with Docker image and Kubernetes. And here, terminal is the machine which which we sold to the customer and allow them to do a transaction. And our terminal will keep sending the heartbeat to the cloud server, and we have dashboard to visualize those collected data and turn it into some diagram so that we can real time easily monitor those terminal and check the status of them on the air by the internet. And this system can also be used to maintain the version of configuration and the firmware for each transaction terminals. And okay, so I just I just talk about in my another interesting project in the San Jose State, and that is called Smart ID System. And in that project, I just created a QA system that can answer the programming questions for the programmer, such as how how to transfer a string to character array, or how to use Java Lambda. And we build a cloud service and also build a plugin in NetBeans IDE as a user interface, which just looks like a searching bar. And when user types the question they are interested in into the searching bar and press the enter, that question will be sent to our server, and our server will run the Google Search API. Then our parser will parse the top 20 answers with highest votes from Stack Overflow website and send those answers back to the user in pop-out window. And moreover, we also train our own QA bot by using the Google neural network TensorFlow framework. Therefore, one of the answers sending to user is generated by our QA bot. And that's it. Thank you.
Hey, my name is George Chen. I'm gonna give a little bit of introduction about myself. I'm a second year master's student majoring in software engineering with specialization in enterprise software technologies. I have solid software development skills in object-oriented languages such as Java, Python, and C++. Furthermore, I'm also a web development with proficient experience in backend development. And finally, I am also a great team player with outstanding communication skills and have various group project experiences. I'm gonna talk now. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about my past work experiences. My latest job experience is when I interned at Proteus Digital Health, located at Redwood City, California, during this past summer. I was a DevOps interns on the DevOps team in our company. My main task was to develop a standalone KPI dashboard to monitor our AWS and New Relic service usages and availabilities. And this dashboard will monitor the services that we want, and when something's wrong, it will automatically send an email to the DevOps engineer in charge. Um, Also, one of the other things that I did during the summer internship was to build an Amazon Lex chatbot for the DevOps team to check on their AWS bills. Finally, the last project that I did for the internship was to conduct big data preprocessing for heart failure patients using Spark and Hadoop Hive. That pretty much concluded my internship at Proteus. A little bit more on Proteus. Proteus is a um, smart pills company. We put sensors in ingestible sensors into pill, and then the doctors can monitor whether the patient has taken the pill or not. Okay, so next I'm gonna talk about one of the other job that I have worked on. So in the summer of 2016, I worked at National Advanced Driving Simulator in Iowa City, Iowa, as an engineer associate. So my main task was to develop a C++ application for our Minisim um, um, system. So Minisim is a high-performance portable driving simulator software system, and my job was to develop a C++ application for dynamic device configurations. So before I work on the application, everything every component in Minisim has to be set up manually and static by software developers, which is very inefficient. So I developed an application in which user can just read in the XML file and performs driving simulator setup and calibration on the Minisim system. And yes, so that's about it. And looks like I have a little bit time left. Now I'm just gonna read of a programming joke from the website. Okay. So what is the most object-oriented way to become wealthy? The answer is inheritance. Haha. See you next time.
Hi, this is Will Jin, and today we'll talk about the World Series of Blackjack. It's the first round. Let's see what other 5 players bet. 10,000 for Jeff, 5,000 for Charlie, 1,000 for Tony, 7,000 for John, and 1,000 for Cmpe. Jeff got a queen on the first draw. It's good for him. Oh, Cmpe also got a 10. Oh, 20. So sweet. Tony got 9. Oh, John got a 3. It's a good chance for double. Derek shows a 3. Charlie can choose to stand, but he chooses to hit. It's got a burst. Tony chooses to doubling down. 500,000 doubling down. Doubling down for 7,000 for John. Cmpe chooses to stay. Let's see what dealers got. It's a 10. And Derek burst for the first hand. Let's go to the 5th hand. Jeff got a 92,000 and Charlie got 70. Let's see what they bet. 15,000 for Jeff. Oh, Charlie got 30,000. Tony bets 11,000. John chose a safe move, just 10,000. Jeff got a 2. Charlie got a 10. A good start for Charlie. A pretty good start for Tony as well. Let's see, is there any blackjack? Oh, 20, that's good. Nice for Charlie. Dealer got 5. Actually, a stand is a good strategy. Dealer has a very large chance to burst. The Jeff chooses to stay. The Tony chooses to stay. John needs to do something with the 6. Oh, he doubles down. Oh, it's a very risky move. Hey, let's see what dealer got. Oh, 19. So good for Charlie. Everyone lose. He can take over the lead. Okay. Bye-bye.
Hello, this is Miao Wang from San Jose State University. I have something read from Palantir Inc. How they define impact for this question. I would like to share something. Engineer building things that solve problems. You don't have to be a computer science and have a particular degree to be an engineer. You just have to speak up when things isn't right. Evaluate ideas on their merit and build things that fix what's broken. At Palantir, they are engineers, and they focus on solving the hardest problem they can find. They always seek out the hardest problem at a place that matters. They solve problem by shipping products that work. They have to do like this because the stocks are real. People rely on their product to do their most important work, which means they rely on them to build things that right way. They make product for human drive and analysis of the real world data. They don't mine data, they don't collect data, but they build a lot of solutions. In their company, their product, the way in which they transfer how people are or organized interact with data. There's not much left to build. There's no leash at Palantir. They work on flat, decentralized teams, each with the decision-making authority, and their people have the freedom to approach, own, and solve problems creatively. They were intentionally choosing this path over a traditional hierarchy, and it works much more often than not. If you have a great idea and the will see through, you can effect great changes. Nothing is off limits. They constantly looking for improvement in their product, their people. All voices are equals here. They hire people have opinion and more creative. They intolerant of politicking, ego and power broker. If your idea makes the most sense, that's what they doing, regardless your role and seriety. Sometimes opportunities are here and tomorrow. Something are breakthrough on an intractable problem, invalidate our previous effort, and yes, sometimes we make mistake. Inventing the future requires detaching yourself from the past. While we're shipping a couple of polishing product family, we just get started. When it comes to building the full ecosystem of technology we were imagined, keep focused on this mission. We view software as a means of effect changed in the world, not as an end unto yourself. Their mission to help their user, the people doing the hard work on complexity real-world problem. We're doing this by writing software that enable effective analysis against complicated derived data problem. Our work is incredible complexity, touching on computer science, data science, software engineer, public policy, good governance, large-scale distributed system, user behavior, effective use of resource, to name a few. It would be easy to get hyper-focused on small aspect of this large university, spend way too much time and resources on perfecting something that is good enough already. By the way, staying focused on the problem the user trying to solve. They clarify their own thinking about the right way forward.